The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 14. Dumps it off to Fournette. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Quick dash. Come. Shift.
Second and 10. This is the tight end Fant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On on second down. Here's Fournette. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On second down, a run with Lindsey. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Ready. 10, touchdown. 44. We don't want this.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 43. Shoot.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch twist. Watch twist. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. The 40, past the 20, 10, 5.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 1-yard line.
This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch. Switch. Wait. Bang, 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 bang. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch, switch, switch.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Ready. Pittsburgh. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hayward. 44, Mike, 44. You're trash. Out. Watch that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Cup. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
45.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw here. He's got the hook up with Conley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, Lindsey. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, 92 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run by Lindsay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsay. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 9 now. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Lindsey. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Stay with your man. Check 45 the mic. Check.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. 44. Mike, 44. Right here.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.